It's almost like people who have a corporate background are going to be better at talking to corporations. Who would have guessed that? Not me a month ago. Chat, no. None of you have guessed it. And I don't think any of you will. We have a circuit for Super Smash Bros. Melee and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with Nintendo and Panda partnering. Licensed by Nintendo. This isn't pretty... It's first official license. Right. Okay. This isn't pretty sweet, chat. Do you understand that this is why Melee players haven't been able to make a living so far? Panda knows what they're doing. You're hella skeptical? So, funnily enough, remember when I made a video about a month back about how you're going about the shit with Nintendo the wrong way? I didn't know about any of this. I didn't know about any of this at all, period. I just found out about this. And, turns out, professional world is pretty predictable. You don't trust Nintendo at all? Panda knows what they're doing. What's the prize pool? I don't know. I have not been given that information. You guys now have all the information that I have. But keep in mind one thing. Between the way controllers are working now, I don't think it's infeasible to imagine that, especially for top level, you might not need UCF for much longer. With the way controllers are going. Well, no, think about it. With the way controllers are going, why do you need UCF? Like, think about it for 2 seconds. Why do you need UCF if you have the controllers that do it for you? What does UCF accomplish that a controller can't anymore? Hologram, you know what the Panda controller, like what they said the price point's going to be, right? They said $80. Yeah, exactly. It's 80 bucks for Panda controller. No, Panda controller's not retailing for 300. It's going to retail for like 80. Somewhere around 100. I think it was like under 100. I don't even know the exact price point. I know in their video they said under 100. You don't need to go fucking broke. UCF is free. UCF ain't... Bro, you have to buy controllers every 2 months. Is a lot compared to used controllers. And used controllers die after a year. They die after a year. And then you have to buy a new one anyways. A new controller nowadays costs more than that. Like, that's ridiculous. 80 is fine. 80 is fine, dude. Again, keep this in mind. You guys have to remember this.
Oh my God,
the credentials of the people you're talking about at Panda, okay? The CEOs are both ex-pro gamers who are massively, grossly overqualified for esports fucking front office work, given the current, like, landscape of it. They know what they're doing, okay? If you think that they haven't considered all of this already, you're wrong. I don't know the details, and I can't give you the details, okay? But the Panda CEOs know what they're doing. Give it a chance. This hasn't happened before. They've never done something like this. And you're dismissing it before they've even done it. Give it a shot. Panda knows what they're doing. I can't personally vouch for Nintendo, but I can vouch for Alan and David. And they're very, very capable, intelligent people. I said this in another video. I made a YouTube video about this a month ago. Remember when I said that you should let people with actual professional background talk to Nintendo instead of, no offense, people like the fucking Crimson Blur? I love Blur. But there's a reason I've said, let people with professional backgrounds talk to them instead of people who've never worked in a real, like, high-end industry. Okay? It's almost like people who have a corporate background are going to be better at talking to corporations. Who would have guessed that? Not me a month ago. I didn't know about this, by the way. That was just pure, like, speculation on my end. Okay? Nintendo and Panda Global are teaming up with a shared goal of creating a fun and welcoming space for players to compete while simultaneously boosting support for Super Smash Bros. Tournaments and competitions. Panda and Nintendo have formed a partnership to make this a reality. This is in literally size 0.8 size font. Panda is proud to announce it will be operating the first ever officially licensed. Keep in mind, it's already licensed for people who are like, Nintendo's gonna fuck it over somehow. It's already officially licensed. Championship circuit for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Super Smash Bros. Melee games. This short series of events based in North America will kick off in 2022 and lead to a single championship with cash prizes. So we already know there's going to be cash prizes for competitors in each Super Smash Bros. Titles. More details around the events, how to qualify, where to watch, and more details will come in the future. The circuit will include online qualifying rounds for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, as well as in-person qualifiers for both Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Super Smash Bros. Melee once large-scale events return. The winners of virtual and in-person qualifying rounds will then move on to compete in the grand finals for the championships. Players from Canada and Mexico will also be able to enter and compete once Panda Global and Nintendo have deemed international travel and attendance at in-person events to be permissible. If anyone knows why I'm making this face, it's because Leffen. Moving on. This partnership with Panda Global is the next step in Nintendo's efforts to create a more consistent, fun, and welcoming competitive environment for our players and fans, said Bill Treenan, Senior Director of Product Marketing at Nintendo of America. We are proud to stand with an organization like Panda Global to celebrate and support the ever-growing competitive Super Smash Bros. Community and create a space where all players can test and hone their competitive skills. So clearly, they're down with competition. Good. One of our key missions at Panda Global is to serve our various grassroots communities in new and exciting ways, said Dr. Alan Bonet, CEO of Panda Global. I hope I said his last name right. By partnering with Nintendo, we are giving competitors the chance to compete in an officially licensed Super Smash Bros. Circuit for the first time. Bill's actually a competitor in sports tournaments. Yes, that's what I'm saying. This isn't something to just, like, Panda wouldn't announce this if there was, like, oh, yeah, they're just going to fuck us over in a month. Like, that wouldn't happen. The first, MLG was not licensed. It was, no. Make sure you don't miss out on future announcements about Panda's Super Smash Bros. North America Circuit in 2022, including official rules, event dates, and pricing, followed by Panda on Twitter, and subscribing to the Panda newsletter. In-person qualifiers may be canceled due to situations surrounding COVID-19. That is, every single tournament has that as a secondary, like, you know that that's a risk, and there's nothing you can particularly do about it. Some of you might be hesitant about Nintendo. Some of you might not like Nintendo. Some of you might say, fuck Nintendo. And you know what? That's your prerogative. I can't tell you what to do. What I can tell you is that if you care about the players, and you care about players having a sustainable life, and you care about the game living long-term, you should back this. Otherwise, you are directly conflicting your interests. I would have retired 2 years ago because I had a sub-goal food. Someone in my position that I was in then, now, won't have to do that. You can live off of Melee, and not only are you going to live off of Melee, if this is Nintendo's licensed, do you think for a second that's not going to bring in a bunch more eyes onto this game? Do you for a second think that this isn't going to bring a significant amount of eyes onto Melee? Don't let scars get in the way of something good. You don't let scars get in the way of something good. Yes, take precaution, but you never let scars get in the way of potentially something really good. Because they can also enforce their views, and they can meet us in a middle ground, which is literally what I was talking about a month ago. Talk to them diplomatically. Get people with corporate backgrounds to actually talk to them and try to find a middle ground. You know what? If we can't use UCF, but we have controllers that fix it anyways, I'm down. Fuck yeah. Goodbye, UCF. You were great while you lasted. I'm super down. They know what they're doing. These are two ex-competitors who have a gigantic vested interest in Smash. Even saying they won't allow UCF, but I don't know. I don't have that information. I'm saying, like, if that was a trade-off, I'd take it in 2 seconds. If you are scared of something, that's fine. It's okay to voice that you're scared of something. That doesn't mean you don't try out. This is an unbelievably positive development. How's Nintendo going to monetize Melee? I'm curious. We'll see. I have no idea. Why don't we stop focusing on all the negative and appreciate some positive first and then move from there? Nintendo of America has never not wanted us to compete. I've said this time and time again. Nintendo of America has never been a problem with us. Except for EVO 2013. No, it wasn't them either. They're hamstringed by Nintendo of Japan at that point. It wasn't Nintendo of Japan or America then either. Cautious optimistic is fine. Cautious optimism is fine. And I don't blame you for being cautious. But realize that this is a tremendous opportunity.